What's up, YouTube? Today we're going to be talking about the longest lasting, best, somewhat best projecting, kind of go together, but mainly the best lasting fragrances in my personal collection. Let's get into it. So, number one, this is the best projecting and the best lasting fragrance in my whole collection. I've talked a lot about it. I know you guys know what it smells like, and it's kind of basic, but I'm telling you, man, Le Male Elixir, one of my favorite fragrances right here. It does, man. It lasts forever. This thing will never come off of you. You're gonna have to scrub it off. I've smelled this through the wash. I've smelled this 12 hours. It's still projecting. I've got a compliment after 8 hours. And 8 hours for me and 8 hours for other people is a little bit different. So I'm just saying, if you want longevity and you want projection, get Le Male Elixir now. It is the longest lasting and best projecting fragrance I've ever smelled, ever had in my whole life. And maybe you don't like it, maybe you think it's too basic, but it is. So I'm just telling you, it is what it is. So, moving on. Number 2, Mancera Cedrat Boisé Intense. Let me give this a little spray for you guys. Pressurized atomizer. Love this fragrance. I have a video completely breaking down this fragrance as all these fragrances except for one. So if you want to see that, go check it out and give me a like and a comment and a sub. I would greatly appreciate it. And that's about it. So this same scent profile as Creed Aventus. This smells a lot like Creed Aventus. It has Aventus DNA. But if you want Aventus to last longer, last all day, and project, get this. This fragrance's projection is absolutely insane. The projection on this thing it's just crazy. This, I don't even know about the actual projection with this Le Male Elixir. This might even project more. Le Male Elixir does last longer though. But this will last you the entire day. You're not going to have a problem smelling it. It's powerful. It has that power. It will be there. It's not going to leave your skin and stop projecting after an hour like Creed Aventus will. Saying's got your back. It'll be there for you. And it has more of a leathery dry down than Aventus. Has woody notes, but not so much woody as Aventus. Has a bigger leather dry down, but you still can't smell the woods. So, number 3. This fragrance lasts a very long time, but it is not very potent. Grand Soir by Mason Francis Kirkjohn. I love this fragrance. It's a beautiful, ambery, sweet winter fragrance. I wore it last weekend to a funeral, and I woke up the next day, and my girlfriend said she could smell it on me. Sorry, I'm still sick, but again, I want to make sure you guys know this fragrance isn't going to fill up a whole room, and it's not going to project very much. It will project more for an hour maybe, but it's okay that it doesn't project very much because of how long it lasts. And it's more than just a skin scent. It doesn't just last as a skin scent. If somebody walks by you, they can get a whiff of it, but they're going to have to be close. It's not going to project 2 feet away, but it is going to be enough where somebody could smell you, and you will be able to smell this for a very, very, very long time. This is a very elegant, classy fragrance. If you haven't smelled this, I recommend you get it. I recommend you sample it. Whatever your process is, I highly recommend this fragrance. I love this fragrance. This fragrance probably has the lowest projection on this list, though I will say that. And the longevity, I mean, I know I said the Mall Elixir might be the longest actual lasting, but I've never been told the next morning that the Mall Elixir can be smelled, but you never know. I think it was just a coincidence, but you know, great things to say about these three fragrances. This fragrance right here, Rasasi Hawass. I don't have Rasasi Hawass Ice. People say that the new formulations don't perform the same, all those good things. I don't know. I never had the old formulation, but I do know that this thing is very potent. It can fill up a room. It's a very strong, powerful scent. It's not a light scent at all. This just smells like warm grapes, if you can imagine that. It's fresh, spicy, smells like a grape. It's purple. I don't love this fragrance. I think this fragrance somewhat smells cheap, but if you just want longevity and projection, I would get this, because 30, 50, 80 bucks, whatever it is, I mean, you're going to have a hard time finding something that lasts and projects the way this thing does. I've smelt it hours and hours and hours after I've sprayed it, and I've had people tell me they can smell it 6, 8 hours after I sprayed it, and it was pretty strong too, because they weren't that close to me. So Rasasi Hawass, very good performing fragrance, but not my cup of tea. I do like fresh fragrances. I want to make that clear. I do have one fresh fragrance that you guys will want to see, and another fragrance that's not really fresh but kind of fresh on the way from the same brand. You guys are going to want to see that, so sub so you can see those videos, and I will tell you the performance on those too. I'm hoping that's good. But that brings us to our last fragrance. This fragrance, as some others, people say that the reformulations made this not project and last the same way. I personally don't know, because I didn't have the old formulations, because I was probably like 10 or 11. But Parfums de Marly Layton. So I will go nose blind to this fragrance, but I know it does last. And I want to say this. I sprayed Layton right here on my hoodie, right in this little thing, to see how long it would last one time, and I could smell. It was faint, but the dry down, it was just a sweet vanilla 2 weeks later on that hoodie. That is crazy. And yeah, and it does project. Layton does have good projection, so don't be worried about the projection and longevity when you get Layton. Layton will last. People will smell it. This isn't the most in-your-face fragrance, but it can be if you spray it a lot. I don't want to say it's not, actually. It is if you spray enough, like me. But I love Layton. You probably will go nose blind to this. I do go nose blind to it. I would say this is the least strong and lasting fragrance on this list, but it still does last a long time, especially on hoodies, especially on those type of things, jackets, hoodies, all that good stuff. You're going to be able to smell this for a long time, and you're going to know it's Layton. So that is the end. Parfums de Marly Layton, number 5. If you like this, again, please give me a sub. I'm trying to get to that big 30 sub number, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good day. Hope you guys are looking good, smelling good, having a great day. See you later.